Hi everyone, I'm Chris with Healthy Futures, and I'm here today to show you guys how to make homemade almond milk. If you've never made it before, you won't believe how easy it is to make it. You might be wondering, well, why should I make almond milk myself if I can just buy it in a carton at the store? Well, the reason is that the kind of milk, almond milk that you get in the carton at the store has a lot of ingredients in it that are unnecessary. I happen to have some store-bought almond milk right here. And when I look at the ingredients list, it has 11 ingredients in it. This is definitely a processed food. And there's one particular ingredient that I wanted to mention, and that is carrageenan. And you find that in most almond milks and a lot of processed foods. And it's actually a thickener and a fat substitute. They put it in the almond milk so that you don't have to shake it up because almond milk would naturally separate. And carrageenan can be troublesome for us. It irritates our intestinal tracts and can cause us real problems. So that's one very good reason to avoid store-bought almond milk. Okay, so how do we make it at home? Well, again, it's really easy. All you need is 1 cup of raw soaked almonds. Now when I say soaked, I soaked my almonds all day in water. You can either soak them overnight or you can soak them all day. They need at least, I would say, 7 hours. And all you do is you take 1 cup of raw almonds and you put it in a bowl and you fill the bowl with water and you let them soak, and that's it. And the reason why you want to soak your almonds is because they come with something on them called phytic acid, and they also have enzyme inhibitors that naturally come on almonds, and by soaking them you neutralize those substances, which makes them more nutritious. It makes that your body better able to absorb all of the nutrients in your almonds. So important to soak them first, but again, really easy. After you have soaked them either all night or all day, you just pour them in a strainer and you're good to go. All right, so here we go. So you're going to need a blender. I happen to have a Vitamix. You don't have to have a Vitamix. Any good sturdy blender will do. So you're going to put your 1 cup of almonds into the blender. All right. Then you're going to put about 4 cups of filtered water that you're comfortable drinking. Now, I say about 4 cups. If you happen to like your milk thicker, you could put 3 cups. If you like it even thinner, you could put more than 4 cups. I think that 4 is pretty good. I like that amount. So you just pour your filtered water into the blender, all right? And really, that's all you need to make almond milk, are almonds and water, period. I, however, like to add a few things just to give it some more flavor. I like to add a pinch of salt. So I use sea salt, just a pinch here will do. Okay, and then I also like to add some vanilla extract just to give it a little more flavor, maybe a teaspoon or so. Just pour a little in there. Okay, and then if you want your almond milk a little sweetened, you could put a date or 2 in it, a pitted date. I have 2 pitted dates here. And you don't have to use this, but if you just want to sweeten it just a little, these dates are a really good natural sweetener. They have fiber in them, which is always good. So I'm going to put 2 pitted dates in there. All right, so again, we just have the almonds, the water. I put a pinch of salt, a little vanilla extract, and if you want some dates, a date or 2 or 3, however many you want to sweeten it. And then you're going to want to blend it for about a minute. All right, so here we go. Okay, so now we have some nicely blended homemade almond milk. One last step, you want to strain the almond milk through a fine mesh strainer so that you get all sort of the gritty almond paste out of your milk. I happen to use a fine mesh strainer. There are things called nut milk bags, which you can get for anywhere between $6 and $9 On Amazon you can order them. You can also use cheesecloth. So anything that has a fine mesh to it. Okay, so you just get a pitcher or whatever you want to store your almond milk in, and you pour it through a strainer here. And I like to do just a little bit at a time. And then I take a spatula to sort of speed the process along, kind of pass the milk through the strainer. You can see it's straining through. Okay, just push it along here. Now, almond milk is a great alternative to cow's milk. You can put it on your cereal, you can put on your oatmeal, put it in smoothies. We make a lot of smoothies in this household. My husband loves to just drink it plain right out of the glass. So it's a really nice, healthy alternative to cow's milk. Okay, so here we go. I'm just gonna pour some more through, and you just keep doing this until all of the milk is drained through. All right, we're done. That's it. So simple. Here's our delicious almond milk, which you can store in the refrigerator for a few days. Just make sure you cover it. So I want to recap quickly what you need to make homemade almond milk. You're going to need 1 cup raw soaked almonds. You'll need 4 cups of filtered water, more or less, depending on your preference. And then optional are 1 pinch of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a date or 2 if you want to make your almond milk sweet. Okay, so that's it. I'd love for you to visit me on my website. You can, down in the description, see a link to it, healthyfuturestoday.com. You can also subscribe to my channel right here. And lastly, I want to put in a shameless plug for my son Garrett, who is my cameraman, helping me out here. He, at 14, has started his own video production company called Chairlift Productions. So if you're in need of someone to make a short video or film for you, Garrett is your man. Thanks so much.